Game. Puta ka na nakamute pala ako. Ano yung sinasabi? Nakamute pala. Game, game guys, game. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ang tawag agad oh.
But you wouldn't know it just by looking.
What's up guys? Sino nanonood? Talaga maganda talaga may laptop na tayo eh.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon, and it may have found one.
Oy! What's up, Dre? Aga mo. Ang dami. Saan na?
These things go sideways too.
Saan yung nakaraan na ikot eh? Uy, puti! Yosh! Yan. Sige lang, okay lang. Dire-diretso naman dyan. So, saan tayo? Yung mga 6 or 7 naman tayo. Tapusin na natin to ngayon. Kasi feeling ko, malilipat na ako ng isod. Mahina raw internet dun eh. Iisip ko nga paano tayo makapag-strip pag ganun eh.
That should cut off the vent up there.
Where should I go next? I should go there. But I don't have a way to get there. You mother, father. Putang ina. Nalaglag ba no? Taas ang buto. Ulo nung ano, nung long neck. Wala na naman load kung saan. So if I go here, dapat dito. Tama yung daan ko kanina. So tama, kita ko dito. Once I'm here, kailangan ko umakit sa kabila. Kaso paano? Wala namang daan na mapunta ko. Baka doon na yun. Ay hindi ito, may daan para dito.
These don't look too stable.
Modification inventory. Barag tayo ng isang blue. Okay. Stop stamina. Eh. Saan na lang tayo rito? Okay, where is it now? Okay, talon. Ayan. Hirap naman ito. Nakakalito yung ano eh. Inventory. Tapon tayo na isang ganito. Yun,
Alright.
nakakita na tayo.
Grab a ride.
Tangina, si Face pala yung kalaban natin. Isa yun sa mga unang program ni Gaia na nasira eh. Or actually hindi nasira, dinrap eh. Dinrap nila yung faceless program. We don't see yung worth ng program na yun. Kaya dinrap nila altogether. Didn't proceed. Parang faceless program yata yung rebuilding ng technology, something nila. Saka naman tignan ako tumalon dun gago. Ang dami ikot para lang padaanin ko dun.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Saan yung dalawa? Ina nyo. Saan nanggaling kila? Hayop na, kailangan sunduin pa ang putik. Mga abnoy. Oy, sup? Aga mo ah. Sup, Mobile Gamer PH?
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
One last exchange with Nita. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. We'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. I've got to tell her that too.
Kupal, ito. Abnoy to eh. Ito, oo. Ano ikaw? Ano yun eh, gago eh.
Voice of the demon.
Transport unit -9S62.
The altar. Desecrated.
Abnoy din kasi, tangina. Sinundo ko na eh. Ay, ginawan ko na lang daan. Sinundo ko pa, putek. Mga abnormal eh. Lutin natin to lahat kasi mamaya baka may kailanganin na tayo ng... Feeling ko may kalaban ng malapit to eh. Magkakaubos na naman ng ano to eh, na...
Right here. Is a spirit present? Or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Okay.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzes scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed. Preparing countermeasures.
Yun.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the signal constraints. One has been exposed, but I am encountering resistance.
Yun ang di ko alam. Isa natin.
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
Sino mamamatay? To? O si, ano, malabong mamamatay yung bida.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
Patapos na pala to eh.
Festus. The daemon.
Pag maaga tayo na tapos pwede
There's
tayo
no
mag-ML
way it
guys.
left it
Switch tayo
unguarded.
sa ML.
It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Keep moving towards the core.
Hindi tayo ng mga extra item. Baka sa baba na ito.
Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Tangin lang yun, walang makapitan, hindi makaakyat. Boink.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Okay lang yan. Noong nakahapon naman nag-ML kami. Sa ML ako nag-ano kahapon. Sayang hindi ka nakakasali sa raffle pag nag-ML.
I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
Override mo lang.
The new
May malupitan
unit
mo
that
po
Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Fire. Teka lang guys ah. Oh, game tayo. May tumawag eh. Kukulit eh. Oh, game. gago. Matuloy ako ah.
Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
The tower is repairing the machine.
Deal with the tower! Quickly!
Ang inang mo pa.
Deal with the tower! Quickly! Deal with the tower! Quickly!
Yan.
There! A tower! Don't let her repair the machine!
We can't kill the machine while the tower aids it.
Anong tower? Putang ina.
You must deal with the tower, Aloy!
Masak na. Yan. Ang ina mo, niresolve niya.
Got this now.
Ops, teka lang. Treasure boxes. Alam ko yung mga wire pa ako dito eh. Op, yeah. Okay. Okay, inventory. Tabas natin itong isa. na, butang na mo. Hirap.
I need this.
Hirap dun ah. Tagal dun ah. Pang kulit itong boss na to ah. Pero ang maganda sa boss na to guys, kahit sobrang hirap niya, may resources na binibigay sa paligid talaga. Pansin nyo, kompleto. Ano to? Di ba? Panis eh. Puta nyari, namatay yung matanda.
Araya! Don't!
Spirit! Zion, please help me!
Nagpakamatay yung babae.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility.
What's up?
In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Saan niya ita-transfer to?
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
Patay. Sunog yung utak niya eh.
My sister!
You must escape na nga daw eh. Nag-iyakan pa kayo.
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak. Aratak.
Dead ball. Patay sila.
Survive. Prevail.
You are
You are
Banuk.
Banuk.
What else matters?
What else matters?
Magaling, magaling. Ni-reverse psycho niya yung lalaki.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go.
You are Banu.
Let's go!
Takbo! Dali, escape Banu.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Sakay Banu. Kahit siraan na sisira na, no, diretso pa rin sila sa function nila. Niligtas siya ng bano. Puta, namatay.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
Napakalala kasi itong mga taong to eh, no? Makasarili to si Aloy eh.
I need explosive ammo! A bomb! Quick!
Oo, baka... Napaka-convenient, may bomba siya. Ay, ang galing.
Great Banukai!
Ang hindi pa nalaglagan yun. Tangina mo. Tapang ka. Sugod ka ng sugod hayong. Tangina, bigla na buhay.
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Oh, ano na? Tangin ng lahi, tatakboy natin. Wala ba sakyan dyan? Wala ba tayong madadaanan na ano? Ano to? Advantage point. Hindi, mamaya natin hanapin yan. Ito muna tayo. Tapos na, Lods. Hindi naman siya bad ending. Tamang ending lang. Okay. Uy. Ayun na. Kaya tayo pumunta sa retreat niya. Diba? So, ang bilis. Kaya sa takbuhin ko yung tangin na 1,200. Sana, 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 sana. Akala ko bawal siya dito. Ba't siya pumunta dito?
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
What are you? Dito tayo simula. What are you?
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
What is Firebreak?
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
Ano pa? Laro natin ko.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
2-0 dun.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia
Parang
received
kontento.
some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does
Palayo.
Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system
Zero
that
watching,
keeps them
zero tatlo
alive.
kayo.
Well,
Tatlo tayo.
fireflies are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
May questions about
I
metal
found the
flowers.
strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers,
Baliw nga
not
yan,
verses that
YouTube.
I enjoy. Something must have made
Taging
these
tatlo,
machines,
taging zero.
and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Okay, so dito tayo kay Firebreaker na ba daw?
This firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes, I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an
Daming po yung
unexpected
haba
visit
nito.
from Director Chow years after his tenure ended.
Daming usap.
He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Aratak.
How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Wait, tapos na. Uy, ang dami po.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere.
Parang projector siya na ewan.
Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
Benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true.
Alvin
I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished,
ano,
as much as 20% of the global population.
Basapin mo si Siri, tsaka si
until the clawback.
Yung sa Google. Clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Wala na. Taron natin lahat.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan.
Ask the Banuk.
I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first. No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
Tangin, lungkot ng kwento nitong robot na to ah.
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
Ito na, tapos na.
My chieftain,
Just Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Yan magandang sagot dito guys. Sige nga. Ang sasagot natin. Dali. Tayin ko replay nyo. Dali, sagot. Aba, wala sumasagot. Ano nga sasagot? Ano yan? You didn't let her down. Para sa tayo nasa
You didn't
isip.
let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Oh, may isa pang quest eh. Hindi yan eh, yung isa. Usin natin to. Ngayon, pwede na ako mag instant transmission pupunta sa mga malalapit na ano. Ano tayo? Punta natin to. Ito, unahin natin. Sige lang, kain lang, Lods. Ang inis, tapusin natin to para matapos na. Maganda rin yung kwento nito sa Banuk, no? Putang.
That'll help.
Number 3, where is number 3? 200 something na lang.
Going down fast. Meron ko malaki dito. Just like in the cauldron.
Kalma lang. Kontrolin natin to para ano. namin dumating yan. Parang marami. Natin to sa notebook, machine catalog. Hindi ko pwedeng kontrolin to.
Red light. Just stay out of their way for now.
Ang laki. Putang na to. Ang daya at puta, may dumating pang dalawa. Tang inis. Ano ba yung robot na yun? Ravager yun. Raw override. Butang na kaya naman pala eh. Ay, nako. Kulang. Tsaka na pag nag-level na yun. Ano na yung mga side quest natin dito? Ito na lang talaga yung main. Kuha na natin ito eh. Ano ba yung yan natin skills? Dito na lang. Yun. Tapos na naman natin yung story. Tapusin ko ba to? Tapusin na natin lahat ng side dito. Ito na pinakamalapit na mababa na. Walang ano butik dito talaga ako magdadaan pagkat kain natin yun. Kahit isa lang. Hantiin natin isang fire claw. Pero wala akong pumunta ng shop eh. Talo na.
Don't see me, don't see me.
Kunin na natin isang ano dito. Isang bear claw.
One of these things again. traps laid.
Buwa puto, what's up, Tiki? Tain na mura, saan? May iba na kung tumutulong sa akin. Oh, teka, wala na. Ito na. Tago. Lalim. Yosh! Punang pinakataog. Ito siya ito. Pag nananahimig ako, hindi ko kayo pinapakailaman. Ito lang ang pinapatay ko. Modification. Baba na natin to.
This one'll hurt.
Good shot. Kamagalala, malayo naman, wala, sobrang layo ito, makakalimutan mo to bago mo laruin yan. Nagulat nga ako, nagsabi ka na hindi ka muna manonood dito dahil ano, dahil lalaruin mo din. Tapos nagulat ako, nanonood ka na. Kita tayo sa taas. Kapul. Buti rin tinulungan yun. Tinulungan ako nitong mga ito eh. Kailangan ko pumunta ng ano, ng malapit na suking tindahan. Mahirap pag ano. Punta tayo dito. Teleport tayo. Witcher 3. Sige. Marami nga nagsasuggest yung Witcher 3 sa akin. Titignan ko. Oo, 98 yun. Inaano ko yung ano. Tinapos ko yung story. Ganda ng story nito nung huli. Ito, inahunting ko na lang to. Tapusin ko lang ng saktong 2 oras. Tapos, tema na tayo. Kota na tayo for today. Huli lang ako ng 2 osong malaki. Yun na nga eh. Puta ragis, puro impacto eh. Hype niyan. Parang ayoko pa rin eh. Pwede ko nang bilhin tong blue glim na to. Benta nga tayo. Benta mo na to. Tapos to, taas per damage na bigay. Tapos Benta ko na to, hindi ko na naman kailangan to eh. Tayo ibenta eh. Resources, benta na tayo. Pag trading hindi natin, pag selling to merchant lang. Tsaka yung mga common na green. Benta muna tayo. Sobrang daming punong kahoy. Tapos ngayon bilid ng resources. Damihan na natin. Dahil ito yung pinakailangan ko sa mga sandata ko, putang inis. Mga 500 na ganito. Hindi pwedeng bumili ng marami kasi sabay-sabay ang putik. Malapit na. 500 lang. $2,000 mahigit na gastos sa'yo. Okay, ngayon mag-craft na tayo ng mga weapon. Tapos craft tayo ng mga lalagyan. Nara ko ng skin para game, isa pa. Ito pinakamalapit, puntahan na natin. Wow, sarap na naman ang putik. pala daw sinusundan ko. Tama ako dito. Hindi ko kailangan ng badger. Save point. Scorcher yung kasama nito. Wala, dami pa lang kasi. Ano ba? Sayang, mas maganda yung Monster Hunter World kaso di tayo sa yung platform. Kaya hindi mo pwede magkaibang platform yun.
Fireclaw.
Sige lang, Lods. Pero pa-out na rin naman tayo. Pag kung ano mangyari, kung mapatay ko to o mamatay ako, kung anong unang mangyari.
One of the Fireclaws from Thunderstrom.
Grabe tong fire glue na to. Diyan ka na sa malayo. Ang gagalaw ah. Ayun o, nakaipit sila sa
They're
baba.
scanning for me. Setting on something closer.
Makikita. Yun, ako na siya. Yun. Holy shit, wala akong makita. Ito makita na. Ponk.
Gonna need this.
Kaya ako puta lokay dyan lang kami dalawa eh. Over down.
That's another one.
Natututo na ako mag-hunt. Yung talagang hunt ang laro. Ay. Tuloy natin. Ano ba ito? 4 lang ba ito? Kala ko 5. Oy, sup. Kala ko 5 ito. Bakit pa? Yun. 1, 2, 3. 2 na lang ito eh. Isa pinatay ko dun. Pangalawa to. So ito na, huling fire claw. Mas tema na tayo.
There.
Sakto-sakto naman. High ground. High ground. Putik.
You'll do. Tayo high ground. Tayo high ground. Tangina, wala akong mapuntang high ground dito. Calm, calm.
Nakita ko na. Sa puta, hindi pwede umakit. Ang gago.